I'm gonna link this article into the description, and look at the other description links as well. We'll be back. It's a boxing link and more. And it looked like Bob Arum was always gonna put Lomachenko in Ray Beltran. I did a video about this, but I didn't end up uploading it. But some more statements just came back from Bob Arum, and I'm telling you guys, a lot of these promoters are not looking to work with other networks. I'm letting you know right now. Read the article, you'll see what I'm seeing. It's a pattern that you can see. We talked about Stephen Espinoza not really wanting to work with Terrence Crawford early in the video until he quote unquote built himself up at the welterweight division. And Bob Arum is not trying to send Vasyl Lomachenko over to HBO. And I told you guys, Bob Arum, he's not gonna let Terrence Crawford off that leash neither. And he said this about Showtime as well. And he says that, HBO is very limited audience. ESPN is free, basically, on basic cable. Everybody has basic cable. He says it's free. It opens the possibilities of an unlimited viewership because it's free and everybody come over here and see it. HBO has a limited audience because it's a premium television network where you have to pay a subscription fee, which is true. He said the same thing about Showtime. He said, I would never send my fighter over there and they don't even do 1 million views. They can come over to ESPN. You can do as many views as possible because it's free TV. People forget that he says these things. And all of a sudden he was like, all of a sudden he turned around and said, I'm willing to work with Showtime. Soon after that. He's not willing to work with that. He means that. He believes Showtime, ESPN regular boxing is the future. Now, if he can get Crawford over to CBS, what would it be his excuse then? Or they can Premier Boxing Champions and get him over to Fox. But they're not willing to do it either. Stephen Espinoza, I just did a video earlier this morning how he saved Keith Thurman in an interview from Fred from Barbershop Conversation. You can go look at that video as well. I did it this morning. But, yeah, Bob is, like I told you, I was a fool for believing him, but he ain't trying to work with HBO. I told you him and Peter Nelson beefing. Since Ken Hirschman left, he not feeling what Peter Nelson doing. Peter Nelson didn't let him have his in-house, BS fights. So he took it on the road to ESPN. And, obviously, it's some other things that's working. They already secured the May 12th date for Madison Square Garden. He don't want to move off He don't want to move off that date. And also, HBO offers the right to match any offer for Jorge Linares for his fight to be on their network. So he got a contractual obligation to HBO. So Bob, offered him a fight. They crunched numbers. Then HBO, countered it. They had the bigger number. So, Linares has to fight on that fight has to be on Linares' HBO network, who he's tied to. And, so there's a whole bunch of BS in the game. But Bob probably already knew that. He's a smart guy. He knows how HBO works. I'm pretty sure he looked at, Linares' contract or talked to his people about it. And this was a smoke screen. This really was. He was always going to make Ray Beltran versus Lomachenko. He said it before. And I was surprised they brought up in talks of him fighting, Linares. They would try to fight Linares. They're not trying to send him over to HBO. Even if it is for more money. It's not about the fighter for Bob Arum. It's about the benefit of Top Rank. It's the benefit of ESPN. And if you really cared about, ESPN being on free TV and having a broader audience or potential for a broader audience, which I'll get into crunching the numbers as well. If he worried about that, why is he putting Terrence Crawford, Jeff Horn, and Pacquiao and Mike Alvarado on pay-per-view television? Why? What was the point of, going to ESPN if you wanted to go right back to the pay-per-view model? And Top Rank numbers ain't doing that well, on ESPN. Now, Pacquiao Horn did well, and Rigondeaux and Lomachenko ended up doing well. I forgot that fight did like $2 million or something like that. But at the end of the day, HBO has that potential to do those numbers easy. Back in the day, HBO boxing used to average 3 or 5 million views per night. Now they slipping because they're not giving you the fights that you want to see, that we want to see. It's not premium fights over there no more. Even with Bob over there, it wasn't premium fights. But if they get a top bill fight, I'm not saying Lomachenko Linares is a top bill fight at all. If they was able to get a top bill fight, they can do 3, 4, 5 million easy. If they was to put, Triple G on there with Danny Jacobs, HBO, it'll do it easy. But Top Rank numbers ain't been the hottest, other than Horn and Pacquiao and Rigondeaux Lomachenko, which built itself up. He didn't promote that fight. Pretty much Rigondeaux promoted that fight with Lomachenko, so let's not give him all the credit for that. But other than those 2 fights, I mean, they all been in the shitter. The Ramirez Ahmed was in the shitter. The Oscar Valdez card he did versus the one guy was in the shitter. Crawford and Dongo didn't do that well. Lomachenko and Moraga didn't do that well. Like I told you, it was just 4 gold medals in the ring with Rigondeaux and Lomachenko. It did well. Obviously, Pacquiao was Pacquiao. People have really never got a chance to see Pacquiao for free in a long time. And so, other than that, he ain't been doing no big numbers on ESPN like he's blowing HBO out the water. Sometimes HBO had better numbers with him with a shittier card than him on ESPN. So, it's an excuse. It's a smoke screen. I told you guys, look at what Espinoza said about Terrence Crawford. They're not willing to work with each other. These networks are divided. Business has divided them. Money-wise, they've been divided. They all like a little bunch of females. They don't want to conversate. They don't want to talk. They always think their shit don't stink. They stuck up. I mean, they don't care. They don't care about what the fans want. They ain't going to care about you want until we take your viewership and take $1 away. Your viewership is your money right now. And they're not going to give you the best fights that you want. You see it. You see how Espinoza turned on Terrence Crawford and like, oh, no, he didn't do nothing. They're not willing to work with each other. They should just have leagues, non-boxing, which I might do a video about later. They might have a league like Premier Boxing Champion belt, HBO belt, ESPN belt, and so on and so forth. It should just be like that because the divide between boxing is it's crazy. It's like Pangea out here now, man. But y'all know what it is. We go.